Hey guys, welcome back to The Binger. It really is a whole new world out there, huh? What's going on? Doesn't it feel like we're living in a science fiction movie? Either way, production companies are taking the necessary steps to protect against COVID-19. And no, that's not a Big Hero 6 character. It's the virus that's sweeping the world, forcing us to stay indoors and watch movies. But now most movies are halting their production, including Disney. Here are some of the Disney films whose release schedules have been put on hold. The live-action remake of the 1998 classic animated film was set to be released on March 27th. The movie is taking some liberties from the original and will not be a musical or have fan favorites Mushu or Cricket. But the film has added a witch to spice things up a little and give Mulan a real challenge. Marketing was well underway and Mulan previews have been attached to most major film releases for the past couple of months. But even this Chinese warrior can't help us out of the pandemic. Disney's decided to push the release back for who knows how many months to avoid the huge box office hit releasing it now would take. Most theaters around the world are closed, so it's probably the smartest decision on Disney's part. But we were so close to finally seeing the new movie. Excuse us while we go put the Mulan soundtrack on repeat. Natasha Romanoff's solo adventure was finally coming to theaters on May 1st, but it's just been pushed back to an undecided date. The film is set to take place between the events of Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. It'll star Scarlett Johansson, David Harbour, and Florence Pugh as a makeshift family of spies set to bring down Taskmaster and the Red Room Assassins. Disney was hoping to keep Black Widow in its release date slot, but decided that May might still not be a safe time for the film to release. It looks like Nat's now in the same position as Mulan. Marketing has been well underway for the past couple of months, but will have to pick up again when the movie gets a new official release date. Looks like COVID-19's even affecting the world under the sea. A live-action Little Mermaid movie has been in pre-production for the past few months and was finally about to start filming in London next week. Stars Halle Bailey, Awkwafina, Javier Bardem, and Melissa McCarthy were all about to step in front of the camera to bring the animated classic to life before Disney announced it was going to have to stop filming before it even started. The movie didn't have a release date attached yet, but the production halt might make a 2021 release date more like a 2022. When the film does hit theaters, we can expect Ariel's singing voice to be just as epic as the original, and her underwater friends Scuttle and Flounder to make their CGI debuts. Home Alone is finally getting a remake after years of fans begging for more. The reboot will star Archie Yates as a young boy who uses elaborate plans and traps to defend against two infiltrating adults. Except this time, the boy will be the thief. The plot is a flip of the original, with Ellie Kemper and Rob Delaney set to play newlyweds who get something stolen by a neighborhood boy and have to try and get it back. It sounds intriguing, right? Well, we'll have to wait a little longer to find out exactly how this new dynamic is going to work. The movie had to stop filming in Montreal, Canada. It was likely going to be released in time for Christmas 2020 to keep up with the Home Alone tradition. But it looks like we might have to wait for Christmas 2021 to see Yates in action as the neighborhood troublemaker. In the meantime, at least we can stream the original while we're stuck inside going crazy. Peter Pan and Wendy, a live-action update of J.M. Barrie's famous novel, has also officially halted production. Disney's 1953 animated adaptation of the novel is still the most popular, with other live-action remakes like Pan and Hook not quite measuring up to the magic of Peter Pan. Disney's hoping to do it again with a live-action version of the animated classic, but now it looks like the boy who wouldn't age is flying his friends to Neverland to self-isolate, not film a movie. The film has found its Peter Pan and Wendy in young actors Alexander Maloney and Ever Anderson, but the film was still in pre-production when the halt was called. No release date has been set yet, but we can probably expect an announcement when all this blows over and filming finally begins. The 1989 film Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is one of Disney's best and weirdest movies to date. The fan-favorite film has been waiting for a remake or another sequel and is finally getting one, and star Rick Moranis will return to the screen after more than 2 decades of retirement. Moranis' last project was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves all the way back in 1997. Moranis played Wayne in the series, a father whose kids used his technology to shrink themselves. In the reboot, Wayne's son will be the one shrinking his kids, and Wayne will have to help out. It's too bad Wayne can't develop a device to allow the movie to stay in production, though. It was in pre-production when Disney decided to halt its projects. The film is supposed to be released on Disney Plus sometime next year. It'll probably still get a 2021 release date, though it will probably be a couple of months later than originally expected. We might be disappointed, but at least Dalmatians everywhere can breathe a sigh of relief, because Cruella has also stopped production. The movie has been filming in London since last summer and was set for release in May 2021 after already being delayed from December 2020 to make room for the release of West Side Story. The film stars Emma Stone as the signature villain and will be a kind of villain origin story exploring how the fashionista decided that Dalmatians are the next big thing. Stone has been on set in fashionable looks galore, so the movie might be following suit and showing up fashionably late to theaters. With more than a year to see how things go, Cruella might not get pushed back again. The post-production is what's being delayed, so fast-tracking that after the halt could still be possible. Ridley Scott's The Last Duel has been shooting in Ireland since February. But with the new European travel restrictions, all the stars have been called home and shooting has been delayed indefinitely. Stars Matt Damon, Adam Driver, Jodie Comer, and Ben Affleck are tasked to bring the story of betrayal and justice among knights to life. It's one of the things on our list that isn't a remake or spin-off, and it was originally set for release in December. It's hard to say whether or not Disney can still have the movie ready for the holiday season. If it gets pushed back, we might have to wait until December 2021 to see those knights in action. Since Disney has now absorbed 20th Century Fox, some of the studio's final films have also been delayed. We've been waiting forever for James Cameron's Avatar sequels, but now we're going to have to wait even longer. Filming for both Avatar 2 and 3 has been occurring back-to-back in New Zealand, but it's officially been halted. The filming was supposed to finish in the spring, but that's likely not gonna happen anymore. James Cameron has proved that he wants his Avatar films to be perfect. The first of the sequels was supposed to be out in December 2021, but if they don't get back to filming soon, they might change that to the next holiday season. So our return to Pandora is probably not in the near future. Disney has also suspended production on all of its upcoming Marvel television series that were set to premiere on Disney Plus in the coming year. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, starring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson and Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, was supposed to be the first of these series to premiere in the fall. It was filming in Eastern Europe when production was officially halted, but no word yet on if the release date will end up changing. Other Disney Plus shows that have had to stop filming are Loki and WandaVision. Stars Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen are going to be reprising their Marvel roles, but are now home in precautionary self-isolation. These shows were going to hit the platform sometime in 2021. Disney Plus has already been receiving some criticism for not having many original shows up for streaming. So delaying these shows even further doesn't look too good for the company. But Disney has said that shows in pre-production like What If will continue to be worked on remotely. The Marvel film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings was the first Disney property to officially suspend production in Australia after director Destin Cretton self-isolated to go through testing for COVID-19. He was doing it as a precaution but won't be asked to return to set anytime soon, since the entire project has been halted. Shang-Chi will be played by Simu Liu, and it's the first film to star an Asian superhero. Awkwafina and Tony Leung will also be in the film, which is so far still scheduled to be released on February 12, 2021. The Guillermo del Toro-directed flick Nightmare Alley stars Bradley Cooper, Cate Blanchett, and Toni Collette, among others. It's a part of Fox's Searchlight division, so Disney has decided to halt filming on this project as well. It'll be a remake of the 1947 film following a carnival worker as he falls for a mysterious psychiatrist. It was busy being filmed in Toronto when the suspension was announced. It's still set for release in 2021, but long filming delays could push it back by up to a year. The most magical place in the world? More like the most abandoned place in the world. Oh, I bet you've never seen Disneyland this deserted. If you need a Disney fix after all these movie delays, you're going to have to look somewhere other than Disneyland. The park in Anaheim, California has closed indefinitely for only the 4th time in the park's history. Meanwhile, Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida have also announced closures, at least until the end of the month. So while queues to get into the park are nice and empty, Mickey isn't accepting many visitors right now and is taking a much-needed break from entertaining. Disney will likely reevaluate all these changes by April and decide when Mickey and his friends will be able to get back to work. So now that all of our favorite upcoming Disney projects have been halted, when can we expect things to go back to normal and for the official release schedule to be updated? Well, it looks like movie theater closures might last until the end of spring, so it's likely that most upcoming releases will get end of summer or fall release dates. As for all of the projects that have to resume filming and production, their releases might be set back a few months. But it's likely Disney will want to have some films ready to go to fill up their release schedule, so maybe they'll fast-track production on a few of their most anticipated new films. They've done their part to keep us entertained by releasing Frozen 2 to their streaming service 3 months early, so that we can all belt into the unknown together while we navigate these strange times. It's an unpredictable world out there, but once it all blows over, we're sure Disney will be there to welcome us and our wallets back with open arms. Which of these delayed projects are you most looking forward to? When do you think movie theaters will open back up again? And in the meantime, what will you be watching at home? Let us know all your thoughts and recommendations in the comments section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to The Binger for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.